All right. If this doesn't work, I give up and I'm going back to StreamYards. Okay. It better be working or I'm going to go crazy. Can you see me and hear me out? Okay. It was doing something very weird. It was popping up another window. Yeah, I'm testing on you guys. And thank you guys for just putting up with me. Because I can't even put up with myself right now, to be honest with you. But I'm going to get this little boy's story out here. Even if I have to make a video about it. I'm going to try it again. Oh, you're very sweet, Debbie. You're very sweet. It's a learning curve, I guess.
Knowing Benjamin.
Antonio police also have made an arrest in a disturbing case of child abuse, one which they say involved the starvation of a 4-year-old boy.
This arrest coming 6 months after the child, who they say had numerous bruises on his body when he died. As Katrina Weber reports, the man facing charges is the boy's father.
A mugshot shows 28-year-old Brandon Cervera in custody after his arrest yesterday afternoon. But he's facing charges stemming from something that happened last year, the death of his 4-year-old son, Benjamin. An arrest affidavit offers the disturbing detail, saying the child was rushed to a hospital in August, unresponsive and with bruises on his body. Staff there called San Antonio police, who began investigating his death, and at first it appeared they had no easy answers. The affidavit says a cell phone that police got from a family member provided some of the biggest clues in this case. It says the pictures and video on it painted a timeline of abuse starting in April of last year and leading up to the time of Benjamin's death. That court document says there are videos showing Benjamin begging for food and water, and one where he is made to drink hand sanitizer. It says when police searched the family's home, they found the refrigerator and cabinets locked, as well as a lock on the room where Benjamin slept, apparently on a urine-stained mattress on the floor. According to the affidavit, the medical examiner determined the child died of starvation. Although it appears police may have a second suspect in mind, Brandon Cervera is the only one they've arrested so far. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Isn't that terrible? Terrible. So, I don't know, you guys. This little boy was made to eat crumbs off of the freaking bathroom floor and not even use his hands. He died in August of last year. I still haven't even been able. God, that's horrific. What, a casket at the bottom? Someone put 15 minutes ago, this loser should be hung from a tree from his feet and left there to croak. I need to get some of these tabs out so I can use my... Yeah, well, what had happened was the following. They had taken him, yes, and doesn't Texas have the death penalty, Precious? Don't they have the death penalty? I'm pretty sure that they do. If anybody does, I would say Texas does. I know they used to, but thank you, Precious. But I guess the dad took him. No Noodles, thank you for understanding. This is my first time on the new Melon app, so it's a little bit of a learning curve, I guess. Even though it's very, very similar, there's just a couple little steps you have to, I guess, get used to. So anywho, the dad took him to the hospital, and the nurse immediately knew that there was varying different bruises on this little boy, varying degrees of healing. So she immediately called 911. She called the police. Get this. By the time the police arrived to the hospital, the child was dead. Just in that little bit of time. How long does it take for the police to show up? Not very long, right? The child was already dead. Thank you, Debbie. So getting a lot of. Okay, do I exit out? There we go. Okay, now I think I got it. Maybe. Let me see which one I want to show you guys first. Who said that? Did he have custody? Yes. Sadly, yes. Sure did. Sure did have custody. So, San Antonio, credit goes to WAI. A man was arrested Thursday, allegedly child abuse charges stemming from torture and recent death to a 4-year-old boy. Brandon Lee Severa, 28, was booked on injury to a child and first-degree felony. According to the arrest report, the nurse... Okay, I want to read this again because of the last stream, because I'm going to be deleting it. According to the arrest report, a nurse at the Children's Hospital of San Antonio called police to the emergency room on August 17, 2021, after they became suspicious of the injuries sustained by the 4-year-old Benjamin Severa. The little boy was extremely thin and had multiple bruises all over his body of varying stages of healing. And then it said, Benjamin passed away before police could respond, and a homicide detective was called in. Detectives said that Benjamin was very thin and appeared to be undernourished and underweight for his age. He also only had a disposable diaper, which detectives said was unusual for a child of his age. Yeah, he's 4 years old. 4 years old and he's got a diaper. I just can't take this stuff, guys. It's too much. Severa told investigators that the wounds on Benjamin's body were self-inflicted. Photographs and video taken from the cell phone of a relative staying in the apartment were said to have contained evidence of Benjamin hitting himself on the head and his hands and asking for bread, end quote. An autopsy found that none of the injuries caused Benjamin's death and that many of the injuries were not self-inflicted and were signs of physical abuse, according to the police report. After obtaining a search warrant, detectives searched the apartment and found locks on the refrigerator. Locks on the refrigerator. Kitchen cabinets, pantry door, and Benjamin's bedroom door, which were meant to lock him inside of the room. More disturbing, photos and videos were found on a relative's cell phone, including showing both of Benjamin's eyes severely bruised and swollen, the child, quote, shaking uncontrollably, crying, and begging for bread and water, end quote. And being denied by the father and other relatives. Another video showed Benjamin forced to eat breadcrumbs off the bathroom floor without the use of his hands. Benjamin was also forced to drink hand sanitizer and was seen, quote, begging for water while crying and waving his hands in front of his mouth, saying it was burning, end quote, according to the arrest report. Photos and videos are showed Benjamin's physical deterioration leading up to his death, which was ruled that the little boy had starved to death. Cervera is being held at the Bexar County Jail in San Antonio on a $500,000 bond, hanging from his effing toes. You see, guys, he didn't die from the physical abuse, which was bad enough. He was slowly declining. Slowly declining. I don't get it. Now, I'll show you guys. It's very hard to read some of these things sometimes. Yes. Hopi. I hope he gets it every waking minute of the day. Good question, Stone. Good question. All right. Affidavit. Cell phone video leads to arrest in deadly child starvation case. Brought to you by ksatnews.com. ksat.com.
Give every morning a fresh start with Jimmy Dean Delight's breakfast wraps.
Thank you, Stephen. San Antonio police have made an arrest in a disturbing case of child abuse. A man accused of starving and beating his 4-year-old son.
The arrest came yesterday and 6 months after the death of the child. Katrina Weber is live downtown with the details. And Katrina, do we know why it took so long for police to make the arrest?
Well, based on what it says in the arrest affidavit, it seems that there was some question about what caused the boy's death. It says it wasn't until police found cell phone video that they had some of their answers. It ultimately ended with the arrest of 28-year-old Brandon Cervera. The arrest affidavit says his 4-year-old son, Benjamin, was unresponsive when he was brought to a hospital back in August. Medical staff then called police after discovering bruises on the child's body. The affidavit says Cervera initially told police that his son had caused his own injuries. However, police say during their investigation, they examined a relative's cell phone, which showed the 4-year-old being abused. The affidavit says the video showed the child begging for food and water and being forced to drink hand sanitizer. Police say they also searched the family's home and discovered the refrigerator and cabinets were kept locked and that Benjamin slept in a locked room on a urine-stained mattress on the floor. Now, the medical examiner determined that that boy died of starvation, and they say that it was one day before what would have been his 5th birthday. Now, the affidavit refers to a second person who also may be considered a suspect. However, there is no indication that that person has been arrested yet. Reporting live near downtown, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
All right. So, have you guys noticed that it's always 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, like right there? It's like right before they start school. Have you guys noticed that? I haven't seen a photo. It says the Bexar County Medical Examiner ruled out the bruise. Okay, yeah, we got that. But there is another thing. Yes. Do you think it's because, yep, it's always close to their birthday, about to start school? Why is that? It's the age they start asking questions and probably start asking the parents why they are hurting them, so they hurt them more. This one really bothers me. I agree. Who locks up food? That's insane behavior. I agree. Oh, thank you, Queen Heidi. I'm about ready to cry, to be honest, with this thing. You're so sweet. Thank you, honey. God bless you. Did you get your stuff packed yet? Did you get it packed? Yeah. So if somebody can come up here, I want to see if I can invite somebody up here. And it says invite guest, copy link. You still haven't packed, Heidi. Ew. What did I do? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it's hard to find the new stream for some reason. I think it's the algorithms of YouTube saying just screw it. He's not going to get it. Yeah. Well, you know, Heidi, I can't find shorts around me to fit around me. Oh goodness. Oh, thank you, Truth Seeker. Good to see you, hun. Did the link go through? Did it work? For a vacation, I am on that part of your live, Heidi. We know who's said the horrible comment. Ooh. Get bigger shorts, that's how I solve it. That's hilarious. Is somebody making bad comments? Is there no link? Shit. Okay, pardon me, guys. Invite guest. Copy. Okay, now I'm going to paste it. Maybe. Hopefully that works. Thank you guys for putting up with me today. I'm doing a new streaming service, so it's just we are learning together. Yeah, but Hopi, it's hard to make maternity and guys. Oh God. So the first time you'll probably have to ooh, it even says your name, Robin Millette Join. Isn't that fancy?
Hey, I'm gonna turn my video off.
Okay.
No, it didn't go off. Let's see if it stays off this. What's the French toast?
Inga, I was just talking about a little boy who is in San Antonio, Texas. His dad took him to the hospital. He the nurse immediately saw that he had varying different degrees of bruises on him. They heal at different, rates. And they called the police. By the time the police got there, he had. I'm gonna mute you, Robin. By the oh, hold on. There's people back here.
That was a
Nice.
Thank you, Heidi. That made my night. Thank you. That really helped me, actually.
I'm eating my dinner.
He was
trying to see if I can get back into the freaking shorts I don't fit into.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Are they too big or too small?
Well, it's like I went from a size 14, 16 down to a size 4, 6. And I gained weight back. And that in-between stage where I'm at, I don't have those.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Good thing there's a Walmart right there where we're staying.
That's what I
to
do.
that.
Honest to God, I get so tired of packing stuff. Like, less is more. You know what I mean?
I got shirts. I got all my shirts packed and my shoes and undergarment, all that, swimsuits and stuff like that. It's just no shorts.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I just found this little boy's picture. Someone just sent it to me.
Oh, Justin, I wanted to tell you why why the age? Okay.
Oh my God, is he
Oh,
cute?
baby.
Thank you, Katie.
precious.
How can you do that? How can anyone do that?
It's because
Oh,
between those ages, you can start controlling that child's mind. You can say you can start instilling fear into them. Don't do this. If you tell, this is what's going to happen. If you say anything to anyone, this will happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because between like 4, 5, and 6,
yeah, but how did they get through the baby stage? You know, the baby stage is more, it was more stressful on me as a mom. You know, not that I would ever do anything to my
Right.
children, but it
But
was,
it's, I mean,
you know,
the
how did they
parenting
pass
is
those
stressful.
stages?
And even, good parents, it's still
Yeah.
stressful. You know what I mean? That doesn't
well, because
change.
they're talking at that age, they're starting to talk and communicate. So now you got to find a way to manipulate them, to groom them, to shut them up so they don't talk. I'm a product of that environment. Okay,
It's just
you know,
terrible.
I was
Yeah.
in. I lived in hell every day, afraid of my own shadow. You know, terrified of my father, and
Right.
especially at that age.
God.
So it was like mind control because how that child can verbalize at the age 4, 5, and so on.
Lori does have a soothing voice. Um,
And so
so
that's what it seems to me.
to make a video, who he sent that, the relative should be in trouble. I agree with
That's what I
CPS
said next.
involved in
The relative
um
go to jail.
there. It just said, the article just said, so he was just arrested yesterday, right? Um, um, sorry, I was reading something. He was just arrested yesterday, so a lot more will be coming out.
Happy birthday, Tara.
Yes, and I agree with that, Stone, tremendously. And teachers would catch that. What is it? Whose birthday is it?
Tara's.
Tara's
Birthday,
birthday.
Sarah.
Yep, she just
Happy,
came in the
happy
room.
birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy, happy day from Justice for All to you.
Ah,
Oh.
We need Molly to do the singing. I will. I'm going to actually be digging really deep tonight. I actually had a lot more to cover tonight, but I really don't want to screw things up. I need to learn, because I've got a lot of windows open here. There is another woman with a case. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. It's just terrible.
and while you do that, I want to thank first of all Queen Heidi for having her channel, because between her and Lori and Amanda, I was able to get to my doctor's appointment today, to get my medicine, and you guys just don't know how grateful I am for that. It was just such a blessing, and thank you all so much.
Oh, well, you're welcome, hon.
Wisconsin mother convicted in child's fatal bathtub drowning.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Seriously.
every day, every freaking day.
Where in Wisconsin?
Hold on, I don't know. This one, I'm going to be covering. Woman sentenced up to 47 years for continued abuse and torture of 5 adopted children. Reminds me of the kind of like the Cal City Boys. And this is Lebanon County, PA.
Wow.
And she described them as a caste system. Does anybody know what a caste system is? So a caste system, they have they have it even in like India today. It is where you're born into a tier, a class. So there is like the high class, which they have a name for them, but I don't really recall the name. And then there's like the middle working class, and then there's like the low class, and then even below that there is what they call the untouchables. You can't even touch them or anything. It's sad. And it's saying that this woman here with those adopted children, there was like a caste system. So there was like a hierarchy for these kids. It's terrible. Is Molly in here?
So the mother would rank the kids on whether or not they were touchable or not.
Well, I don't know about it. I don't know about touchable, but it's just an order of, a class system.
Okay.
The 11-year-old boy slept in only a diaper on a cold concrete floor.
11?
11.
Diaper.
Yeah. Duncan and her husband rarely let the boys leave his room or use the bathroom, so he reportedly, somebody fell off, urinated Duncan and her husband, so he reportedly urinated in the room. As punishment, Duncan and her husband ordered him to clean it with bleach. According to the district attorney's office, the child was forced to run in place until the floor dried.
Jeez. What?
If he complained about the bleach, the parents reportedly poured it on his head. Okay. On the day of the boy's hospitalization, Duncan reportedly discovered the boy unresponsive in his room, unable to speak or walk. She hit her son, grabbed him by the neck. 1 second, please. Okay. The boy was unresponsive in his room, unable to speak. She hit her son, grabbed him by the neck, and forced him into the shower, but he could not stand. According to the district attorney's office, the boy's temperature was severely low and he couldn't keep any food down. The 11-year-old boy's condition reportedly did not improve, and hours later, Duncan decided to drive him to the hospital. Hours later? In an interview, the district attorney's office said the 11-year-old boy told investigators that Duncan tried to kill him. When interviewing the other 4 children, the district attorney's office said that the children told investigators that Duncan and her husband had punched and strangled all 4 male children and smacked their girl, 6 years old, in the mouth. According to the district attorney, even minor misbehaviors such as taking too long to consume water or complete a chore resulted in quote, horrific, violent abuse. During the interview, the children told investigators that they were ordered to remove all light bulbs from the oldest 3 boys' bedrooms. The district attorney's office said video cameras were reportedly in every child's bedroom so that the parents could watch everything they did. If they slept in a position the defendants deemed, quote, inappropriate, the defendants punished them and forced them to run in place for hours. Other physical punishments were also used, such as push-ups, standing in prone places. The cameras allowed the defendants omnipresence abilities for their abuse. When law enforcement investigated their rooms, hook and eye locks that the parents had installed were reportedly removed. What's hook and eye locks?
Here, I'm going to show you.
Like a hook, like a...
Okay, so you have the little round thing, right? And then the hook goes through it.
Okay,
You
that's
have
what
on
I
a
was saying.
screen door.
Okay, yeah. Additionally, Duncan and her husband reportedly received tens of thousands of dollars annually as a means of taking care of the adopted children. That's the only reason they wanted them.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't give a crap about
Nope.
the kids. It's just like, I don't know. Shut up. Duncan and her husband were charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, tampering with and fabricating physical evidence, endangering the welfare of a child, and conspiring with one another to commit the crimes. According to the district attorney's office Wednesday, Duncan was officially sentenced to 47 years in prison with eligibility for parole after 17 years with no contact with any child.
I hope they have to run in place the whole 47 years.
Oh, I do too. Absolutely.
Because they had the kids run in place. So they should run in place the whole 47 years.
Yeah.
Seems fair. Oh. Piece of work.
Yeah.
What in the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
And the other
Civilization's just going to hell.
Before this story, I want to beat the shit out of him.
Oh yeah. Me too. I'm going to do a video on it tonight. I'm going to really dig down the rabbit hole. What did Patty say? I agree. 47 years is not enough.
Nope.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, they put a diaper on an 11-year-old because they didn't want them leaving the bedroom. Is something going on in chat?
Yeah. Someone is.
What's going on?
Katie made an accidental comment about joining Molly's Coffee Club, and someone saying stuff to her, saying that's BHB, not Molly. Don't bring her up in here, blah, blah, blah. And I just said, leave Katie alone.
What's BHB?
Bullhorn Betty.
Oh,
Did you see where Betty, Bullhorn Betty, tried to get him in on a story? And because she called him Kitty Kitty, he showed it on camera. I just saw it before I came on here. And Benny's like, nope, don't have any interest in doing anything with you. The way you come across unprofessional. She's like, well, I'm going to still run the story. He said, yeah, run it fast and all day long.
wow.
And it was funny.
It was funny.
Opie, you're okay. No worries.
Stand her.
It's okay, everybody. Where did Lori go?
And did this person just was she making a joke or did she make a mistake? Like, either way.
Who, Katie?
Yeah.
It was just a mistake.
Yeah, so leave her alone.
Onward and upward, people.
Right? We all
Yeah.
make mistakes.
Absolutely.
I make a lot of them.
We all do. Did you got your medicine?
Yes, thank God. Thank God.
Yes.
That's why I said, if it wasn't for Heidi having her page, I don't know what I would have done today. Thank God for those women.
Yeah. What was the gal's name that lives close by or somewhere?
Lori lives down here in Florida, but Amanda, I
Not
don't
Lori.
know where Amanda lives, but she sent the Uber to pick me up. The Uber to pick me up for the doctor's appointment, and then from the doctor's appointment to the CVS, and from CVS back here.
Yeah,
But,
Amanda rocked, man. She rocked today.
yeah, she does. I was touched, very touched.
Yeah.
I kept texting with her, telling her thank you so much.
That
And
would have been rough waiting till Tuesday, so.
You know,
Oh
my
my
doctor
God.
didn't even have a clue that anything went on today with that whole me trying to go back and forth with that lady on the phone. That lady didn't even work in that office because I asked when I got there to talk to that lady.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
They don't understand it. They don't
They
know
just
what medications do, what they do when you stop them. Yep.
No, but what I'm saying is the lady that I spoke to several times on the phone that was giving me a hard time doesn't even work in that office.
right.
And my
Jeez.
doctor didn't even mention, I didn't bring it up because he didn't bring it up. I thought, I'm not going to say anything if he's not going to say anything. So he
Guys,
never knew. But it all worked out, and I'm grateful.
guys, please don't argue. Just everybody's fine. It's fine, I promise. Please don't. There's no need.
Are you guys?
I was actually responding to somebody in the chat
No,
while I
no,
was on the phone instead of
Yes.
talking over other people.
Yeah. If I got worked out after everything people say about me, oh my God, I would be worked up a lot.
But that's okay. I'm gonna drop down because I gotta finish packing anyway.
Okay, dear. I'm actually probably
I'm
gonna
listening.
be well, I'm gonna be leaving soon, actually, probably. So I wanted to see if this thing was working. I love the print picture on your wall, Justin. My friend has this. Oh, the Paris. My grandmother was Parisian, so she was a cunt. Oh my God. You're okay, Tara. Everybody's okay. Life is short. Please get along with positive vibes. Bingo. You're my tribe. There you go, Deborah. Exactly. Yeah. Lori, are you there?
I think she fell off too.
Yeah, I think I'm having I'm trying, my stream's trying to freeze up, so I'm afraid I'm gonna lose you guys pretty soon. Something's wrong. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with Melon or not.
But like you said, life is way too short. We really shouldn't be arguing over like petty things at all. You know,
Yeah.
we should be loving each other. Look at these,
I mean, guys, look what's happening in the world right now.
right?
It's really scary. It's
Exactly.
really scary stuff.
And
You
not
know,
to
we need to come together.
what these poor kids have to endure. You know, like we shouldn't be going at each other. We shouldn't. It makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
Just get along.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to always like everything the other one says or whatever, but
Absolutely not.
we can
Absolutely not. I
be
mean,
respectful.
yes. Exactly. We can just be respectful. And like I always say, we don't always like what our husband says or what our wife says or what our children say, but hopefully you don't disown them because of a silly thing, because there's been a lot of times where I've said silly stuff and I need forgiveness.
Right.
So, just do the golden rule. Be nice. It's so easy to be with the rest of them and criticize and yell and scream and everything, and that's just something I'm not going to have in my chat. We're going to it may not happen on other channels and stuff, but I'm not going to have toxicity. Everyone is welcome here, and I mean everyone, if you are respectful. It's not about a clique. It's not about who you talk to or don't talk to or who you are. It's just be nice, and you can be here and we can all be friends. That's what it is. I don't care who it is.
Kindness is free.
That's it. That's it. And we've just been so entitled. My generation, particularly, the current generation, they're really, I would say, 25 and under, and it's just yes, exactly. It's not a beauty contest. It's not any contest. We don't have to compete with each other. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, we're all worried about what's going on with the country and the world and everything right now. But you're funny, Debbie. But, the previous generations, they had a bunch of daily trials to go through, which we all do now. It's just different. But, they went through wars and everything else, the women went to work because the men were overseas, and they were really a very tough generation, and I think we've lost that,
I was
and
born in the early 60s, and I
yeah.
remember watching the Vietnam War on TV
Hmm.
as a small child. I was watching that,
Hmm.
and yeah.
Yeah. Tara, are you doing anything for your birthday? Hey, Brenda.
What'd you say?
She didn't say anything yet. Good
Oh,
morning from the UK, darling. Clint. We are brothers in NATO alliance. I don't know why I said that. You just went shopping. What did you get, Tara? With the gold platinum visa. Oh my God.
please tell me you got a nice purse and some
Yes.
fragrance.
What'd you say? A nice person? What?
Fragrance.
Yeah. Do you like
Yeah,
fragrance, Robin?
love it.
Really? I would not have guessed that about you.
Wow. Why
I
not?
didn't think I just thought you would be like a fragrance-free kind of woman. More like,
No. My mother, she retired from Belk, and she worked fine fragrance for a long time. She also the she retired actually from Clinique, but she worked fine fragrance for a while. And yes, I like my Coco Chanel Mademoiselle. Yes, I like oh God, what are some of the you name it. Through the years, I wore just about anything and everything. Yes, yes, yes. Shoes, fragrance, and purses. Yes, yes.
nice. I like fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
Heather, I'm not following People's Freedom Convoy. I'm gonna look that up. 1967 is Inga's debut year. What was that? Freedom. Today I'm wearing Unconditional Love by Philosophy. I like Philosophy.
Well, I have
I
Heavenly by Victoria's Secret. That's about what I can afford these days.
It's good. Listen, a fragrance doesn't have to be expensive. If you
It's
like it, you
soft.
like it.
It's very soft. And actually, the last designer fragrance that I was wearing was Euphoria by Calvin Klein.
Hmm.
That I really like. That was the last like designer expensive one
Hmm.
that I remember.
I'm uh who makes it? I've been wearing it lately. It's called Bamboo. It's a new one. It's I think it's Armani. It's called Bamboo. Um
I just lied. I just lied.
why?
I forgot. I tried out this company. It was called Scentbird,
Yes.
and I tried out Tom Ford. Oh, what's it called? Black. What was it called? Shit. I liked it.
Black Orchid?
That's it. That's the
That
last one I had.
that you would like that. It's a strong fragrance.
I think that's Black Orchid is what it's called. Yes.
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 I that's one of my I'm surprised that you said that because that's one of my favorite fragrances. I have a whole bottle up downstairs. Um, it's really expensive.
Yes.
It's probably the most expensive fragrance I have. Um, oh yeah, Gucci. You're right, Tracy. It's Gucci. You are right. Yes. It's bamboo Gucci, but it smells really good. Bombshell. Yes. Clean Woodies. I like a clean Woody too, girl. I don't know.
I do too. I don't like a dirty one. Mm-mm.
Yes. I think she means fragrance though.
Oh,
Um,
my bad.
yep, it's that much. I always ask for the Tom Ford for Christmas.
Yeah, I'd like to buy some of that one day when I have some money. But yeah, I really like that.
Yes, there's a
Yeah, I used
million.
to have the membership to the Scentbird, and then I canceled it because I couldn't afford it anymore. But that was the one that I really liked, was the Tom Ford.
I mean, no, Debbie. If you like it, wear it. It doesn't matter if it's old or new or whatever. Just like it, wear it. I have anything from generic perfumes to Avon perfumes to Tom Ford perfumes, and everything in between.
I wasn't okay. I started out like Estee Lauder when I was a teenager, like middle school. Cinnabar was my thing. I
Hmm.
loved. I wore that for years.
Hmm.
And then Beautiful, as I got older, I liked Beautiful. And then as
Hmm.
time went on, I kind of moved away from Estee Lauder and started like some of the other stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, I just remember like in middle school, Cinnabar. And there was this girl, she was mentally handicapped and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
she always used to follow me around. And she would be telling, "Oh, I smell so good." And all the kids picked on her and stuff. And she was in my typing class. So I had a bottle that had some left in it. And I gave it to her. It
Uh-huh.
was about this big, maybe the bottle. Oh my God. She cried.
Oh.
Yeah, I made her like, her name was Hannah. I can't think of her last name now. I don't even know if she's still alive, but
And she had something, what was it?
what?
Did she have something wrong with her, you said?
Yeah, she's mentally challenged. I mean, back then in the 70s, I don't know. But yeah, all the kids picked on her.
Oh God, Shalimar, wise old lady. That stuff, I have a bottle because I collect perfumes and fragrances and colognes, but it is strong. I should send it to you. It's so, like, I don't know, there's something that just really
I
savage.
tried, and I got light blue. I bought light blue, Dolce and Gabbana.
Hmm.
I put it on. It smelled like I just bathed in alcohol, straight up alcohol. I
Really?
thought weird. So I try. I like, okay, let me try it the next day. Same thing. I took the stuff back. The guy starts explaining to me like, we don't normally take it back. I was like, listen, dude, I sprayed it on my arm. It was alcohol on my arm, but he explained like, I guess my chemistry with whatever was in that did
Yeah.
not go. Turn it to straight up like rubbing alcohol.
So if you was going out tonight, like a daily perfume, what would you wear? Your go-tos.
Me?
Yeah, in the chat.
I would either wear the Coco Chanel Mademoiselle. Depends on whom I'm going out with. Or the Euphoria or the Tom Ford. One of those three.
Mine is Marc Jacobs Lola or Daisy. If you would meet me on a date, if you would meet me, that's probably what I would be wearing. Or if I'm going out like of the evening or a dress up, I'm going to wear my Tom Ford or something. Yes. I've never smelled the Tom Ford Fabulous. But I want the it's the tobacco vanilla or something like that of Tom Ford's. Yeah, I like Daisy.
Oh. Yeah, see, you don't get out to smell things to be able to smell them, like, to go to a mall to be able to smell fragrances anymore.
Yeah, but fragrances they're so marked up. It's incredible.
I know my mom used to work for Fine Fragrance at Bucks, so I know. And every year, Christmas and birthday, we got, okay, what do you want? Go in and pick out what we wanted, and that's what we get.
Yes.
Definitely, we had me and my sister, even my girls, them growing up, we all had a lovely display of fine fragrances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the Tom Ford fragrances, everything of his is generally unisex. A lot of like the Black Orchid and everything, it's a unisex.
Yeah, I like that one. It reminds me of Cinnabar. Now that I lay here and think about it, something about it that I said something.
To me, it smells very mysterious.
Yeah, something very. I keep going, like you can smell what I'm smelling.
Yeah.
It's like
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
has a note or whatever you want to call it, and that makes it very familiar to the Cinnabar from years ago with Estee Lauder.
Yeah. Tiffany Love for her is my favorite. I like to smell like I generally don't like to wear what is the most common perfumes because I think like whenever you go out, you're just so used to it. Like when someone walks by me, I want them to be like, "Oh, what's that?" I don't know. You can buy pheromones too.
You can.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's supposed to make you more attractive to the
There's
opposite sex or to the
there is nothing more sexy than a man that smells sexy.
yes.
Exactly. It's like, can you
Yes.
just rub yourself all over me, please?
Funny, Robin.
Yeah, because it smells just so. Yeah.
I like classic Noel. It's not made anymore. I don't know if I knew that one or not. Hold on, somebody said something. Justin, I'll try. Phantom. Oh yeah, I have Paco
Paco Ravar, or whatever it's called.
no, yeah, but I think it's Raheem or something. Um shit, can't even think of her right now. Aventus. I have Aventus. Creed Aventus. Is that right? That's one of the I don't have my bag up here. It's a very expensive one. It's like $300 too. Creed is through the roof, yes. Fire and Ice, Cool by far the best. I think that one. But I always smell like a French whore anywhere I go. I'm half French, people. Not half. I'm a fourth, I guess. No? Yeah. Yeah, $300. Yeah. I always ask for it for Christmas because I'm not spending it. No way I would do it.
Years ago, my girlfriend, she got me a bottle of Perry Ellis 360.
Hmm.
I had never heard of it. But back then, I wore a lot of Tommy Hilfiger, the men's clothes Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
90s, early 2000s.
Middle 90s.
Yep. It was very popular in the middle 90s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she wore men's clothes as well, so
Yeah.
we were wild
Loves.
together. We were wild. Crazy. We used to go to some of the craziest clubs in Tampa, down in Ybor City.
Good times.
Mm-hmm. And then go to the lesbian bars, and we go to the drag bar clubs and everything. Oh yeah. And then she had a crotch rocket. I showed pictures the other day of me. I showed the channel again. Let me see if I can find
I
that.
love smelling nice. My husband smells like sweat and old-fashioned Yorkshire. You're funny. He's your hubby, though.
If I have it on here, and it's on my Instagram. But we used to go riding every weekend. Oh my goodness. We were a hot mess. Hot mess express.
Eileen, my dad is a Yorkshire man. Yeah, me too, Brenda. Oh yeah, I have a bottle of Tommy Bahama. I certainly do. The blue bottle.
That's an older one, Tommy
Yeah.
Bahama. Where's the picture? Trying to find it. Wait. That's me.
Stick it closer, closer, closer.
I'm trying to.
You're moving it too much. Still can't. Oh, really? You're on your crotch rocket?
Yep, that was her bike.
Really?
To ride all the time. There's a lot people don't know about me. Reveal little by little.
That's right. Early 90s, I worked for a girl that do to herself with exclamation perfume after a cigarette, and I would.
What?
In the early 90s, I would work with a girl who would douse herself with exclamation perfume after a cigarette. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Kim and Dallas, where's your mother-in-law? Where is she at? I wonder where she is tonight.
Yeah, people that try and spray themselves after they've smoked a cigarette. That's like, that just doesn't mix well.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump off now. Tell Marissa to go live or somebody.
Didn't I see in the picture like something happened to her computer or something?
What, on her Patreon?
Mhm.
I haven't looked.
That's what it looked like to me when I looked at it. I'm like,
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. Heather, try Scentbird. You get, yeah. Yes. Try Scentbird. Everybody try Scentbird.
Yes, that's what I did. That's how I found out.
Thank
And
you.
then
It wasn't really that an amazing live
I
tonight because I was learning, but we'll get it. Thank you guys for your support. God bless each and every one of you. And I'll see you down in somebody's chat soon. Okay. Good
Jesse.
night.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you, babe. Bye.
I love you, honey.